Hey everybody, I'm back. I had to get off of here for a while because my leg was starting to hurt and I had to lay down, you know, because as y'all know, my left side leg, I'm starting to get a little feeling behind it since I've been like doing therapy now. And then plus I've been like working out a little bit on my therapy. And I'm kind of sore. Whew. So yeah. But I just did the first video. Well, I really to call it a first video. I would call it that I responded to some things that was said in a comment. So I really wouldn't call that a video. But I do want to say this. So this video, this is part one. It says trying to respect the straight men in the heterosexual world and not disrespect them and respect their boundaries and space. Okay. So I know a lot of people saying, well, where's I'm going with this? I'm going with this is because sometimes when we're gay, we seems not to respect our straight men and they heterosexual because all heterosexual men and straight men don't mess around with gay men or transgender. So sometimes we like to push and push and push, and that makes them feel uncomfortable, which I'm going to mention in part two of this video. I'm gonna do I'm gonna do all of that today, y'all. I'm gonna try to knock out 7 videos today. Yeah, I'm gonna try to knock out 7 videos today. So in all, it's gonna be 8 videos that I don't done, including the one I just did about Gina too. So when I say that, it's sometimes that we don't know how to leave well enough alone, and we don't know how to respect our straight men boundaries. You know, because some straight men in the heterosexual world wasn't brought up in the world of today of in a household where to accept being gay. Because that's the thing. I think that we pushes our lifestyle on them. I don't think that we give them a chance to get to know us as a person. I always how I always deal with things on that type of level, and I always never in any form of fashion. I've always worked around a whole bunch of straight men, and I always worked, and I always had friends as straight men. You know what I'm saying? And I always lived around. So I knew how to carry myself in a dignified, respectful way. And I knew how to not make them feel a certain way and not to cross over those boundaries. So it wasn't really hard for me to say, okay, that's your boundaries. I'm gonna stop right here. That wasn't hard for me. Hold on, y'all. Okay, y'all, I'm back. So I always knew how to respect their space, and I always knew how to respect boundaries because you know I stayed I stayed in the hood. You understand what I'm saying? I grew up in the hood, and I grew up around straight people. So uh, it wasn't hard for me. When I say sometimes it could be hard for other gay people because I'm gonna tell you the reason why I say it can be hard for other gay people is because that's what they like. They want a straight dude. They want a heterosexual dude. Where when we living in society today, we living in a world society where it's really a heterosexual society. I want to say, hold on, y'all, to make sure I'm pulling up the right thing. Yes. So I I think as people that somehow sometimes you have to learn not to disrespect our straight men because no matter what you say, before there was gay, it was heterosexuals. And we living in a heterosexual world where there's straight men. And when you walk around them or you looking at them and you looking at them a certain kind of way, or you finding them fine and sexy and they all hanging all out with their homeboys, they feel a certain type of way. And that triggers their mind to make them want to do something to you. So when I say sometimes it's best to leave well enough alone, well, that's what you do. I think sometimes, you know, as an African American, I think that sometimes it might be best that you allow them to come on to you. Hold on. I was trying to get my screen to work right, but okay, I guess that's it. So sometimes it may be best that you allow them to come on to you. It's not always necessary that you push the issue on them coming you coming on to them, that you trying to prove something. Because it's not always that you got to prove a point that he's straight or he's gay, because what you think might not be the reason. He could just be liking you as a friend and nothing more and nothing less. And that's why I say some people have to learn not to step over those boundaries where they come into a straight man. Of course, we all have our think our certain likes and the certain men that we like, but sometimes we have to allow. It's like a woman. I don't think a woman is gonna go hit on a man before you, before a man hits on a woman. She's gonna allow that man to come and hit on her because she wants to feel, excuse me, because she wants to feel respected. She wants to feel like special. So I think it's the same way. You know, you have to realize at the end of the day, you may have all of this up here and you're transgender, you may look like a woman, but that still not necessarily mean that you're actually a woman. And that still puts you at risk. You know what I'm saying? Because we live in a heterosexual world where we really not accepted. You know, have we got far? I say some and somewhat, but we still not far as we should be. So I just say remember and think about what you do before you do it. And always remember we still live in a heterosexual straight men world where they don't like gay people and they don't accept us. So Always remember that. But anyway, I'm gonna get off of here.